Welcome fans to Picks on the Bluffs NCAA Week 14/Championship Weekend. I'm your host as always, Richard Reed, and via Skype, as always, is Sam Sprout.
Welcome.
Well, this is almost it. We have this week, and then, we have an extra week, but it's only one game. We'll do a short kind of thing, but your things are crooked. There you go.
They're called glasses.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah. It's the last week, and then we start bowl selection, so that'll be good.
And there will be a big bowl special where all of our pickers will be at hand. Not just us.
Good deal.
And we'll all be live, not over cameras.
Oh, are we? How are you going to do that?
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So the only off-field news we got that I remember offhand is that Urban Meyer is now officially the head coach of Ohio State.
Boo.
You Gator fans.
He's a traitor, man. He lied to his team. He lied to everybody around here. I just think he's a traitor. I have no use for him.
Like that guy coaching at South Carolina now?
Spurrier, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to the picks, starting out with some team who's actually gotten back into the top 25, West Virginia at South Florida on Thursday night.
Yeah, that was kind of a hard pick for me on this. Number 23, West Virginia. I'm going to have to go with them. I know South Florida's not ranked, but they still got a good chance of winning it as well. But I'm going to go with West Virginia.
I also had to go with West Virginia. South Florida, I mean, either one of these teams could win. It's a toss-up game pretty much. But I think West Virginia will get their last game win. Well, not last, but last of this season last.
Right.
Unless they play in a bowl game, which, let's continue. Then we have the Pac-12 championship game, UCLA at number 9 Oregon on Friday night.
UCLA really hasn't done a whole lot this year. I'm going to go with Oregon on this.
Oh, there's no competition here unless UCLA, pulls out the steroids and stabs them in quickly, and it works quickly. So it's an Oregon victory. Then it's pretty much going to be, here's the big game of the week, unless another game shows up. No, there's a few big games on the sheet, but number 14, Georgia at number 1, LSU, playing in the Atlanta Dome for the SEC Championship.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. I hope Georgia shows up. But LSU was strong last week, so they pretty much pulverized their team. I think they're going to do a little bit of the same this week. They're going to beat Georgia this week.
So even LSU has won all their games, but they've had a bunch of almost losses.
Right.
Where Georgia has lost to Boise State, and then they lost to South Carolina, but then they won 10 straight, wasn't it?
So who are you taking?
I'm going with the upset. I got to go with the dogs here.
I hear you.
A part of me just has to pick Georgia. Maybe my pick will boost their chances of winning. So
yeah, we'll see what happens there.
We'll see. Next up, the final, another Oklahoma in-state rivalry. Number 10 Oklahoma at number 3 Oklahoma State.
I'm gonna have to go with State on this one. They're playing some good ball right now.
So you're thinking if LSU or Alabama loses, State will play in the national championship?
It could be, very well.
Well, you know what? I'm picking Oklahoma in this one.
Boy, howdy, you really reaching out on a limb now, ain't you?
I gotta reach out on a limb. I mean, I'm down in the standings.
Oh, wait a minute. We forgot to mention that at the beginning of the show, didn't we?
I had to say something about it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Who's in the lead in the standings here?
As of right now, in both categories, NCAA and NFL, you are in the lead.
That's it. That's it right there.
But since I'm going out on a bunch of limbs here, I'm gonna climb my way up from the garbage pit that I'm currently in.
It's either sink or swim, right?
I'll either sink or swim, baby. So
that's it.
Hopefully Oklahoma and Georgia will pull me out some victories. But of course, we have the next game, the ACC Championship, number 5 Virginia Tech and number 20 Clemson in Charlotte.
Are you going with your heart on this one or what?
I'm going with the team I think will win if they don't play like they did the previous 2 weeks. If they bring out what they did in the games before the previous 2 weeks, they will kill Virginia Tech. But they can't play like pansies.
So you're taking Clemson.
I'm taking the Tigers, who've already beat Virginia Tech once, and that was a 20-something to 3 win at Virginia Tech.
All right, well, I'm going to take Virginia Tech. Maybe I'll go out on a limb. How about that?
Okay. We'll see how it is. So I guess we're going to the next game. You ain't got nothing else to say about it?
That's all I'm going to say.
All you're going to say. All right, the Conference USA title game, I guess you can say. Number 24, Southern Miss at number 6, Houston, who is one of the 2 last undefeated teams.
Yeah, Houston's really poured it on this year. I've never heard of them as far as a good college team, but they've done a good job this year. I'm going to go with Houston for sure.
I mean, Southern Miss is all right for a low top 25 team, but I guess you got to go with Houston here. I mean, 11-0 or 12-0, whatever they are, I don't really know. And if they win here, they'll probably get a BCS Bowl bid.
Yep.
Next up, we have New Mexico, who I checked has 1 win this season against number 7 Boise State.
Well, that's pretty much a gimme then, isn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Boise State on this.
I got to back Boise State on this one too. Next up, we have Iowa State at number 11 Kansas State.
Isn't Boise State the one that has the blue field as well?
Yes, Boise State has a blue field.
Okay. I'm going to go with Kansas State against Iowa. Yes.
I got it back Kansas State. It's, 2 teams I haven't watched very closely, but Kansas State looks like a good choice to me. Next up, the Big Ten Championship in Indianapolis, number 15 Wisconsin and number 13 Michigan State.
That was a hard choice for me, but I think I'm gonna go with Wisconsin on this one.
You're going Wisconsin. You're going the upset route here.
That's what I'm going to do, yes.
Well, I went the upset route as well. So, picking Wisconsin, they have the better QB. So, for me, it's not that big of a deal. I'm picking Wisconsin. Next up, we have number 22, Texas, at number 17, Baylor.
I went with Baylor on that one. I don't think Texas has got enough for them.
I think Texas is just there to occupy space, and Baylor will shove them out of the top 25 after this week.
Exactly.
And to top it all off, we have a UNLV team, which is, I think, either a 1 or 2 loss team, like New Mexico against number 18 TCU.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with TCU on this one.
No-brainer, TCU.
That's it.
So that wraps up championship weekend. We actually got a short episode in.
And I'm wrapping it up from here in Orange Park. Still number 1 in the college this week, and let's see if I can hang on to it till next week. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
See you, everybody.